Hello, how is everyone doing? It's time to write. So, we have been exploring different topics and we've whittled our topics down because we've been looking at events in our lives that have strong lessons, strong emotions. So, we're really trying to key in on those types of events for our personal narratives. And I hope that you've been paying attention to our theme activities. In the writing or in the reading that we've been doing, you have seen many pieces, and they don't really come right out and give you the theme. And hopefully, when we write, the theme should come across. Somebody should understand the lesson that we had learned. We shouldn't really have to come out and say it. Think back to Gary Soto, the bike. He didn't come right out and share his theme with you. You all were able to interpret what the theme was. All right. So today we've got our event, and now we're going to put everything in order. We've got the topic that we're going to write about. So we're going to put the events that belong with that topic in order. Okay. And we're going to use chronological order to do this. Okay. My topic is the math lesson. And you can see I have all of my supporting details underneath. Is this going to be all of my story? Absolutely not. Okay, but it did get me thinking, and you can see as I was going on, the boxes weren't big enough for me to write. So it starts out, it wasn't easy being new. I felt alone and I wanted to be accepted. I was trying to fit in, and I wanted to be cool. I wanted to be in the cool group. One of the problems I was having at this school, besides fitting in, was I didn't understand the math. All of the other subjects I was fine with. From where I came from, we hadn't done math like they were doing. They were already in full-fledged into algebra. I looked at this, I saw numbers, I saw a bunch of letters, I saw symbols I didn't understand. I was completely lost, and I felt so dumb. All right. So in this class, people took turns doing the work, and then everybody else would copy it. Well, I decided I was going to do this, even though I knew it was wrong. I really wanted to be part of the group, and I did not understand the math. I was really struggling with it. So it kind of solved two of my problems, even though I knew it was wrong. And if you think about it, it really didn't solve two problems. If they were really my friends, they wouldn't have been doing that. They wouldn't have pressured me to do that. Didn't take very much pressuring, though. And it wasn't solving the problem that I was having with the math because I wasn't doing the work. I didn't understand how to do it. I was just copying somebody else's work. It wasn't really helping me. So I was kind of fooling myself. And deep down, I do believe I knew it really wasn't helping. Eventually, something was going to come to a head. I was probably going to end up failing math because I couldn't pass any quizzes or tests if I kept that up. All right. So everyone else had copied this math, and it was my turn. And I remember sitting there copying it into my copybook. And I remember feeling somebody looking over my shoulder. And it wasn't a good feeling. I knew something was wrong. And when I looked back, I couldn't believe that it was Sister Dorothy. And she had caught me red-handed. I know that the other people were worried that I was going to tell on them and rat them out, and they were going to get in trouble. I didn't do that. I thought the worst thing that was going to happen to me, though, was I would probably get a detention and she'd give me a 0 for the assignment. My punishment, though, was much worse. She called my mom. And my mom told Sister not to let me get on the bus that she would be coming for me. And when sister told me that at the end of the day, as everyone else was packing up, I knew I was in trouble before. When I heard that, I knew I was dead meat. So everyone leaves, everyone gets on the buses and goes home. And it's just sister and I in this dead, silent classroom. We're the only ones left until my mom comes in. And my mom wasn't a huge woman, but Sister Dorothy was like a 99-pound nun, if she was even that. She was really tiny. And she was from Malta. And I remember my mom coming in screaming. And my mom just started beating me and smacking me around. And I remember sister saying, because she was from Malta, Mrs. Hauck, if I knew you were going to do this, I would not have called you. You've got to stop. And she couldn't get my mom to stop. So I'm thinking that's where I'll probably put my dialogue in. All right. So I don't know. I think my mom just got tired of hitting me and grabbed me by the hair, pulled me outside, and we were on our way. And I remember my face was all swollen, and I'm sure it was from crying. And in my house, if you got in trouble, you didn't go to a game or something like that. But my mom told me I had to go to my basketball game, and I couldn't believe it because I had done this awful thing, and now she's telling me I have to go to a game. I was humiliated. I was a mess. I did not want to go to this game. I didn't want anyone to see me after all of this happened. And it was only years later I found out that Sister Dorothy was afraid for my life. So she wanted to make sure I was okay and made my mom bring me to the game. And all of the nuns, they didn't go to our girls' basketball games, but they were all in the stands at this game. And they were there, I guess, trying to make sure I was okay. I don't know what they were going to do because they were all so tiny. And I remember at the game, everyone started cheering for me and chanting my name. And it was the worst game I ever played. It was such a horrible experience because I was such a mess. And then the next day, I remember Sister Dorothy pulling me aside and talking to me and kind of getting the whole story of why I was doing this. And she kind of took me under her wing. She not only helped me with math, but she helped me to realize that I shouldn't have done what I was doing. I knew it was wrong. I should have done the right thing, and that was important to do. And that I also shouldn't have felt dumb because I didn't understand something. I just needed help, and I needed to be brave enough to ask for help. And she ended up being somebody that I could always go to, somebody I could count on for support. So when she passed away, it was really sad. She was a great and important person in my life. Um, like I said, the lesson that I learned was that it wasn't always easy to do the right thing, and you shouldn't be ashamed to ask for help. Everyone needs help. So that's how I put my events in order. I do think it helped to write everything down and think about those events. It might even help you to talk about those things and share them with somebody. You might realize there's something that important that you want to include. You want to this is not going to be your narrative piece, though. This is just kind of getting our thinking in line with what we're going to be doing. We don't list when we write a personal narrative. So I want to make that clear. This is not your personal narrative. It's just kind of getting our thoughts clear. If you need help, or if you're unsure about something, or even if you're thinking, you know what, after I start writing this, I don't think I want to have this as my topic. I might go another way. You can always reach out to me. I'm here for you. Have a good day. Happy writing.